Hi, I'm Mickey Beloy. I want to thank you for visiting my YouTube channel or my blog at shamanmickey.com. I'm glad you're here. I was reminded this morning of a shamanic workshop that I took several years ago, and it was a training on death. But really, part of what it brought to me was a sense of wonder about being in a body. One of the exercises that we did together was to lift the energy body up out of the physical body and then bring it back down again. And when I was lifted up, I remember a sense of familiarity, first of all, this expansiveness and freedom. But when I was pressed back down into my body, I laughed. I belly laughed because it was such a delight to come back into this body. For all of its flaws and foibles and the pimple and the lumpy toenail and the backache, I laughed with love. It was so familiar and comforting and delicious to be there. And that moment for me was really a turning point in my relationship with my body. I was reminded of this morning because I was listening to Shamali Arda of the Awakening Women Institute, and she was giving a talk in which she asked this really provocative question. She asked the people she was speaking to describe their process of creating their bodies. So, in other words, how did you come to be in this particular body? Of course, we can't answer that question. I mean, we can talk about DNA and gestation and whatever, but the miracle of embodiment can't be described. And it's certainly not something that I did consciously, right? I did not come into this particular body of any decision that I made with this brain. And her point in asking this question was to remind us that our bodies are gifts. And so how dare we say that they're not good enough? How dare we say that this is imperfect or unworthy when it's a gift from a mystery beyond my comprehension? We are subject to this cultural conditioning and all of these messages that I know I don't need to remind you of, that I never agreed to. I'm guessing that you never agreed to either consciously, and yet those tapes are rolling all the time. You need to be thinner, stronger, taller, blonder, richer, better skin, better diet, blah, 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 right? And we all sort of sleepwalk with these tapes playing. And so many of our decisions and so much of how we treat ourselves is based on this message that we never really agreed to. And it's bullshit. Because the bigger truth is that your body is an expression of the divine, just as it is. You don't need to change anything to be closer to spirit. My body, your body, our bodies allow us to express ourselves out in the world and to receive the world, to take it in and experience it. This breath, this mouth, these eyes, your hands, your ears that are hearing me now. Our bodies are perfect vehicles, are perfect expressions of what it is to be alive. That is the real truth. That is the thing that we can consciously agree to. And from that sense of wonder at the mystery of it, and with the true appreciation of our senses, not that everything is always glossy and soft and perfect and tasty. It isn't. But we still get to experience it. With this understanding, and this willingness to really be in our bodies, with this agreement, we can cultivate a sense of cherishing. We can belly laugh at the delight of having a body. I remember that day in the workshop looking at my toes and thinking, how ridiculous. How completely ridiculous that I have these weird little toes. And so I paint them now. I'm never without toenail polish. I decorate these little miracles at the ends of my funny little feet. Keeping that door open to wonder just a little bit can start to erase that tape that we hear. So if it feels like too much today to feel your body as an expression of the divine, if it feels like too much to cherish your body, maybe you can practice remembering an intention. I intend to cherish my body. I intend to enjoy being in my own skin. I am grateful that at least my hands can do good work. I'm grateful that my arms allow me to hold a loved one. I'm grateful that I'm able to see the sky and the field. Small things, a little bit of light, a little bit of another voice in your head. When we can cherish, when we can cultivate that gratitude and that sense of wonder, then taking care of ourselves becomes much easier. I still struggle, but I practice. And that practice comes from love. I want this innocent body to be healthy. Your body knows your whole life story. Your body knows everything that's ever happened to you. It's been with you for every single moment. It's your best friend, whether you've ever called it that or not. It knows everything about you. So how would you treat your best friend? Hopefully you would want her to be well rested and nourished. And you'd want her to feel strong, want her to be hydrated. You'd want her to be appreciated and decorated. So when we shift that perception of what our bodies really are, right? Then we begin to take really excellent care of ourselves from a place of love instead of a place of criticism. We no longer berate our bodies, right? Because I promise you, your body is not trying to piss you off. I promise you that she wants to be healthy and strong and happy. She is trying. She's doing the very best that she can to thrive. So my wish for you, my prayer for all of us, is that we remember the incomprehensible wonder of having a body, that we delight in every cell, in every pore, in every moment, even when it's painful, that we still wonder and allow ourselves to be filled with awe and gratitude that we're even here in the first place. Please take excellent care of yourself with love and cherishing. Be well, be happy.